There's a 16-year-old prodigy making waves in the Bittensor ecosystem who has a chance to make it big in the prediction markets. What will he do next? My name's Jeremy, aka School Crypto, and I'm bringing you another Bittensor video. So a couple months ago, it was actually one of my first articles that I wrote on Tao Daily. I profiled someone by the name of Barbarian, and his real name is Atlas, and he is the owner of subnet number 123 Mantis, and he has a pretty neat story. So he grew up in South America, and as a 13-year-old he was just trying to figure out how to get some internet at some cafes, and someone talked to him about Bittensor. So at that young age of 13 years old, he started mining Bittensor, believe it or not. So he's actually one of the veterans of this blockchain project, and he can't even drink a beer right now. All right, so that's basically what Mantis does. Is it's a price prediction subnet. So what they do is they try to predict the price of assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they have their miners basically upload these things called embeddings. So these embeddings are pretty much probabilistic distributions in which they determine whether the price has a chance to go in 5 different buckets. So the 5 buckets would be a high price rise, a medium type percentage of a price rise, or neutral, where it kind of stays the same, or the price will really go down, like a high probability, or there's a medium chance if it goes down. So all of these miners are kind of weighed in terms of their scoring, in terms of how well they can beat those scores in terms of the randomness of those probabilities. So basically, if a miner beats around 53 to 55%, then they get Mantis tokens in return for being able to get those predictions right. So what was interesting recently was he's kind of been a little, in the background, kind of just in the weeds with his subnet, kind of hadn't been active on X as much as he had before. And he came out with a post on how the Mantis miners were able to correctly predict Ethereum going up from about 2,700 to 3,000 and being able to get a big gain on that bet, right? So that was really interesting. And something that I thought about was, hey, I wonder if they're going to be able to use those price signals on certain platforms like Polymarket, Kalshi, or maybe even Almanac, the Sports Center new platform that just came out in beta on December 1st. So I sent him a message or a comment on that post that he had, and I said to him, hey, so are you going to be using these price signals for a place like Polymarket or Almanac? And he said, yes, on Almanac. So that kind of made some waves within the community. People started to get a little pumped up because this was a video I did, maybe it was about a week ago, on the subnet Synth. So Synth has really done a great job in terms of utilizing their price prediction subnet in order to get these Bitcoin and Ethereum 1-hour price targets correct. So they started out with about $3,000 in funds, and they were able to go up over 20x. So they had about a $60-something thousand gain just on an initial few $1,000 capital, which was just absolutely incredible. So what's interesting about this whole thing is, I'm just wondering, hey, is Barbarian going to be able to compete and maybe even outperform Synth in the Almanac platform, right? Because that's actually built on top of Polymarket. So they're going to be able to access the same type of markets, and they'll probably be able to do the same types of bets, because both of these subnets are capable of being able to predict these 30-minute, 45-minute, and 60-minute predictions in terms of Bitcoin and Ethereum, amongst other assets, right? So what I'm wondering, and I'll probably do a deep dive on kind of comparing Mantis and Synth together, But like I said before, Mantis is more of that, you know, probabilistic buckets type of subnet in terms of how they're going to get those prices correct and how they're going to be accurate. Whereas Synth, it's more so there's more price paths, there's more volatility taken into play. So there's two seemingly kind of different approaches in terms of predicting these prices for Bitcoin and Ethereum, yet they both have a chance to be very, very successful. So it's just like different ways to skin a cat, you know. So it's really interesting to monitor, and I'll keep you guys posted on these developments. But yeah, I'm just really excited because Barbarian, you know, 16 years old, already a veteran in a Bittensor ecosystem that's super complicated and complex, and he's got another subnet called 8Ball that's a similar kind of prediction subnet. So I'm just very interested in tracking his growth and just showing the community how much he develops and gets better. Because, you know, when I was 16 years old, I was, you know, not again, wasn't doing a 0.1% of what he's doing now. So it's just very impressive, and what he's doing at such a young age. And I just want to see, hey, is he going to be able to outperform the Synth's 20x? Like, the comment that he made to me was that initially he may not be able to see those gains, but he thought that in the long term he can outperform Synth, which is a bold statement to make, because, you know, beating a 2,000% is definitely pretty ambitious. So what do you guys think? Do you think this 16-year-old's got a chance to really do big things with Bittensor? Do you think he's too young and he's got to kind of get some more real life experience? Or have you really learned much about Mantis and price prediction subnets and what they can do in these prediction markets like Polymarket? Definitely let me know in the comments below. And if you like this content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and look forward to giving you guys a little towel having preview soon. All right, look forward to talking to you soon. Take care, guys.